looking to buy? Vicky's here with the answer for your questions about the real estate market. Hey, Vic.
Hi, good morning. Interest rates are coming down, so we're going to talk about best times to buy, when to refinance, and how to avoid home buyers' remorse. That's all next, right here on Today.
We'll take the house.
Garb.
Honey, the chances of another plane hitting this house are astronomical. See, it's been pre-disastered. We're gonna be safe here.
All right, that's a scene from an oldie, The World According to Garp. That is actually a positive take on the process of house shopping.
All right, and this morning on Today's Consumer, we've got some good news when it comes to real estate. Mortgage rates have come down substantially over the past few months, paving the way for a fresh wave of people entering the housing market looking for their dream home.
All right, before you hit all those open houses, Vicky Nguyen's got some essential tips. Hey, Vicky.
Hi, good morning.
All right, so interest rates are dropping and people are like, is this low enough?
Right.
Should I wait a little longer? What's the advice?
I think it's a really good time. So the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage right now, 6.3%. That's much lower than the nearly 8% that we saw this time a year ago. And rates are falling slowly, but by this time next year, they're only expected to be down about half a point. So if you find a home that you can comfortably afford right now in a place that you like, go for it. Okay. Redfin says if the rates drop 1%, that's when you can consider refinancing. So let's say you got into the market last year and this year you're like, okay, is it time? If it's 1% or more and you can get that deal, do it. Just make sure you shop around for your loan. Every bank is different. And if you get the best rate, you could be saving yourself thousands of dollars over the life of that loan.
Let's talk about common regrets from homeowners, because maybe we can learn from those errors.
Absolutely. Not the plane flying into the house, but Clever Real Estate did a really interesting survey. They found 82% of people who bought a home in the last year say they have at least one regret. The top regret being they didn't realize how much maintenance a home requires, the care and attention. Before you see a water stain on the wall, you're like, I'm calling my landlord, Mr. Furley, you got to stay. Now you're Mr. Furley.
I know.
You have to take care of these things. The roof, the landscaping, the leaky pipes, that's all on you.
So what's a good way to avoid it? So you just look for those things and call them out?
Absolutely. And that's what we'll talk about later is like, what are the things you've got to do before you buy a home to budget? But also the home doesn't meet your needs. That's the second big regret. Like you thought the den was going to be big enough for that next bedroom. Now you can't fit a closet in there. It's too far for your commute. The last one, you spent too much. Like you got caught up in the buying frenzy, the bidding war, and now you're like, oh my gosh, we got to eat cup of noodle because we're house poor. So that's something we want people to slow down and pause when they're searching, because you don't want to spend more than you can comfortably pay for each month.
So then why don't you show us, what are the things we can do to avoid? So
number one, you've got to anticipate, yes, I am going to suddenly have to pay for the maintenance. And here's a good rule of thumb. Let's say your home is valued at $300,000. 1% of that is how much you should be setting aside and anticipating on maintenance costs, $3,000, right? And it could be a lot more if your home is bigger. Also, homeowners insurance, that costs a lot more than renters insurance. So make sure there's room in your budget for that. Never, ever waive the home inspection. To your point, Hoda, it is very important. That inspector, he or she is going to point out the major fixes that need to be done. That's when you negotiate with the seller. Are you going to cover the cost? If not, it's okay to walk away from that deal. More homes will come. And that leads me to the last point. Slow down the search, emotionally detach from the home. You fall in love with this thing and then you get caught up, but that's what ends up leading to the buyer's remorse. So take your time, know the market, and if it ends up not working out, walk away. More homes will come on. You will get another chance. It wasn't meant to be.
What about home warranties? Are they worth it?
This is a really important question, Savannah. So home warranty, to help people understand, it is a contract you enter into with a company and they promise we're going to repair or replace things like your dishwasher, your refrigerator, your air conditioning if it breaks down. The problem a lot of people complain about is those warranty companies have a contract that allows them to deny a lot of the claims. And so when you get into it, you're like, wait, I thought I've been paying this premium for years now and I need this and I'm not getting it. In fact, it is the category where the Better Business Bureau sees the most complaints, like some of the highest volume of complaints, because people are waiting forever on the phone. They don't like the technicians that come out to fix. So first thing to do you even need this? Maybe your appliances are relatively new. They're still covered under the manufacturer warranty. Your credit card could extend that warranty, so you might not have to pay. The $100 or so you're going to put towards that home warranty plan in a month, Could you put it aside in your own account
Smart.
and then use that money to pay if something comes up?
Smart.
And always read the reviews. Understand what other people are saying about that company and their experiences working with them when something goes wrong.
So good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aren't you so happy we have
I
Vicky?
know, Vicky, the
Vicky,
best.
the best.
How
All
do you
right.
keep that all in your brain? We have no idea.
Nobody
It's
knows.
amazing.
All right, Mr. Broker, how about a